You got challenges that you're going to run across.
Go ahead, Lou.
And this is the beauty about learning. Wherever you at in your course of life, this is like the lens that you see everything through. So what I saw is an illustration of sales. So starting with the letter, like Dr. Cole said, he didn't send it to Mike. Now, unbeknownst to him, just due to the fact, think about this, the audacity, this dude who is a nobody, but in the cave by himself has been putting in all this work to master one thing. He knows what he can do to these athletes in their body and their mind and improve them. So he had the audacity to call prospect, send out all these letters to the Chicago Bulls basketball team. At this time, we had Michael Jordan. So this was not like you sending out to Sacramento Kings. You sent this to the Chicago Bulls. Now, due to the fact, even though he didn't have the confidence, or it wasn't, maybe he didn't believe Mike needed it, it worked out just because he was adhering to the principles. You understand what I'm saying? I see a dude that do this. What I see is the story behind this. He had to be reading some master. He had to have some understanding and concept of the mastery he had in him to send these cold call letters to the Bulls. Now, by him not sending Mike the letter, because what we know about Mike, it was a blessing because it triggered Mike's biggest fear, rejection. How you gonna send these letters to all these dudes? You ain't send me no letter. Because remember, he got cut from the high school team. That changed his whole life. That's why he goes so hard. That's why he always put on. Ain't no days off. So now you go into when he approached Mike, understanding branding, marketing, and lessening the friction when you approaching a client. He knew the Converse would be friction. If I come up with these Converse, now I gotta have an explanation about the Converse, and we ain't gonna talk about what I'm here for. So let me lessen the friction between my targeted market and what I'm bringing to the table. So he came barefoot, which showed another level of mindset, elitism that's just amazing. Because most people just went in with the Converse, well, I'm just going to explain it, or I'm going to come back. I'm going to postpone it and try to say I'm going to go around the corner. No. He adapted in adversity, blew through. So now there's three things in the conversation when you talk about how him and Mike was talking. He was talking about the bits and pieces. What I can do. Mike asked, don't nobody give a damn how it work, do it work, and do it work for me. After he said, yeah, this is how I can help you. That sounds too good to be true. He said, let me take, like Dr. Cole, let me take you step by step how I'm going to get you to the outcome you want. That's sales. Then he broke down how all he mastered was what he was an expert in, and that's why Mike adopted him for 15 years. And that 15 years led to Kobe. And then I just see an illustration of sales. So that's what I got from it. I thought it was just fire. It was fire. So all these clips, it's an illustration of sales. That's where my mind at. That's all I'm learning. That's all I care about right now. Yeah. I got to move product. I have to move product.
All of them, man. Look, we're gonna wrap it up, man. I mean, that was powerful. I really appreciate you guys coming on tonight, and we're gonna do this, a little bit more often, so we could, talk more about certain subjects and topics that, and that came from what's my man name? David. Bet Patrick. Bet
David. Patrick.
Bet David.
No, that's my guy. You better not mess with his name.
That's the 5 moves, guy. Huh? That the guy talking about the 5 moves.
Yes.
Is that him? Yeah. Okay. He talking about so much, man. This guy is 43 years old. He just bought a $25 million mansion or something. He's really killing it. And the video before that was Math Hoffa at the barbershop with Ja Rule. I didn't talk about that. I think it's called I know it's called My Expert Opinion, because that's one of my favorite podcasts, My Expert Opinion. So I want to give people credit. I don't like just grabbing it, using it. But I think the topics were great. I think y'all guys gave good input. That's my engineer clapping like we about to end this thing. So y'all got any closing statements?
Embrace your haters. Like, I feel like if you don't have people that like are against you, you ain't doing nothing. So I think people worry about people, they don't like me, they don't want me over there. You shouldn't be amongst the masses. The masses ain't doing nothing. Never.
Right.
It's only the remnant. It's a small portion of people that's doing all the work. What's that? Price's Law, whatever. The 80-20.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's always a small group. Look for the small group. The majority ain't never doing nothing. But looking at somebody else and talking about, oh, they should be doing this, they should be doing that.
Yeah.
Just like when I with Ja Rule. I want to make this one point with Ja Rule slid in there. When you made that insight into how the room changed, the energy changed, he threw in there too. I talk to corporations now.
Yes, he did.
And I want to throw this out here for people that got kids. People that got kids or just grown people, it don't matter. Unless you just think you're going to die today, you should be working on your communication skills. Communicators are your highest earners. No matter what sales is communication. Like you said, you knew how to talk and sell the machine. They knew how it worked, but it was more important that you sell it.
Sell it, yep.
So Lisa was right. I'm gonna give Lisa. Remember when Lisa said about the market? Sales is more important. She was right.
Yeah,
I've learned, bro. Lisa was right. Lisa,
oh
you
my
was
God.
right.
Because you're selling
right.
everything.
I might have to edit that.
Communication. Ja Rule was communicating through rap, communicating a message, because the highest form of interaction is to get somebody to think like you. And what it says, but a transference of the same energy and concept that you know you're gonna help the person with. So when he talking to these corporations, it's the same thing he was talking to the streets. Tell 50 Cent slayed him. So 50 Cent was a much stronger communicator, slayed him in the rap game, but he's still making money, communicate, using his gift.
Right.
So communication, teach your kids how to communicate, man. Because it's cool to get a trade. I saw them building this thing. It was beautiful. You see the guys standing around with the blueprints, showing them how the road gonna look. Now you out here with the jackhammer, and that's cool. They're gonna pay you. You might make $40 an hour. But the dude who imagined it, created it, laid the lines out, telling you what to do, gonna make more money than you. Yeah. Teach your kids to communicate.
One of the blueprints.
Be able to use their creative imagination and be able to express what's in their head. It's the most important skill. So I'm gone. I'm done.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. Absolutely. No, I think that all of these topics are so not talked about.
Mm-hmm.
So not focused on. Like Lou said, it's the minority. It's always going to be the minority because the majority just gets taught the same thing, does the same thing. They're in the same environments and they just copy and get programmed by their environment. Mm-hmm. And that just keeps going round and round and never becoming aware that it's lonely being alone and separating yourself. It can be, but it doesn't have to be all the time if you are making yourself better and doing that inside work. Getting to that thing that you know that you're supposed to be doing, the different thing that you're supposed to be doing from everyone else. Doing the same thing, it may make you some money, whatever, but at the end of the day, did you actually create it? What came out of you? And are you satisfied? You could be rich and not satisfied. You could be rich and have no self-confidence.
Gotcha.
Right? So we just got to keep sharing this. Keep sharing.
All right, so man, I appreciate you guys. Everybody who's listening to this, put some stuff in the comment section, man. If you got any, input on what we've said, I know you do. Put that in the comment section. We'd like to hear from you. Please do that. And did you have something else? We good? All right. Well, we out of here then. Talk to you later.
I appreciate the opportunity. I got to come this long time.
Right, thank you. Bye.
All right. Bye. Appreciate it.
Bye. All right, peace. Appreciate it.
Make sure that you like and subscribe and hit the all button and all that kind of stuff because we're going to have a lot of good interviews on this podcast.